All right, this is day 3 of my trip in Oregon with my kids. And as we're driving up the 101, I'm thinking Oregon has to be the best kept secret because it is absolutely gorgeous. So our first stop is at this place called Face Rock, and it's in Bandon, Oregon. And when you look at the side view of this rock, it does look like a face of like a woman laying back in the water, and you just see the side view of her face. But it's a historic site. Then just 15 minutes outside of Bandon, we approach, I think it's called Langlois. It's a town, but also the market is called that. And it's only about 200 people in that town. But their world-class hot dogs were absolutely the best I've ever had. They probably sell about 400 hot dogs a day because people come there from all over the world. Then we were here. We arrived at another lighthouse. Cape Blanco Lighthouse is located on the westernmost tip of Oregon, and I mean, it's just a beautiful sight. And of course, I was just so excited. But also in that same area is this mansion. Well, actually, it's called the Hughes House, and the family back in the 1800s owned about 2,000 acres, and they were dairy farmers. But we left there, and now we cross over into California, and we are getting to what the highlight of the day was. Well, I thought, but we've had so many highlights. We are approaching the redwood forest. And these trees are actually the tallest trees in the world. They were humongous and just it felt so majestic. Now, this particular tree had fallen and they literally had a tunnel going through it. And so it was just so many beautiful sights. And look at the root system with this fallen tree. It made you want to whisper and just take in the beauty of these historic trees. With my son and I standing next to them, you can see the magnitude of these amazing historic trees. And then following that, as we were leaving the forest, there was a couple there, and they had a flat, and they didn't have what they needed. Jermaine, with who he is, had all of what he needed in the car, put on his overalls, and then we're following them out. They're on like their donut wheel. And then after we got them out, we went to lunch, or a late lunch, in Crescent City at a restaurant called Seaquake. And then, you know me, well, I didn't know they were going to do this, but I was excited to see another lighthouse, and it's called Battery Point. Battery Point was one of the first lighthouses on the California coast. And so, again, beautiful sunset. Chelsea and I, we were collecting, driftwood and shells. And so and it has black sand. So it was just really an amazing sight to see and to get so much in one day. It's just, I tell you, my kids, what are they going to do next, huh? This is just day 3. Still got 2 more days. See ya.